And I had former U.S. Senate candidate and radio show host Bill Salier with me on the trail today. He endorsed our campaign. So we were out fighting the good fight. But the question about how do we know that you're not just lying to us and just filling us full of smoke and being a regular politician and going to go off to Washington and do whatever you want to do anyway? My answer is because I'm the same person I am today as I was in 2008 when I ran. And when I ran in 2008 and won the Republican nomination to go up against Tom Harkin, I didn't do what conventional wisdom says, and that's to go to the center and run your generals from the center. I ran as the same person I was, a conservative American. And that's how I ran that election. So I'm running this one too. I didn't want to get into this race. Everybody asks, well, what's the difference between you and the other candidates in your race? One stark difference is I don't want to be a congressman. I don't want it. It would be much easier to run my business, take care of my family, and be a husband than it would be to stop all of that, put it on hold, put my family on hold, and go to Washington and do what has to be done. But I can't trust anyone else in my race to do that and do what's right for America. That's why I'm in this race, because I don't want to be a politician. Politician is a pejorative. It's a denigration. If you went out and polled 100 people and asked them what the word politician conjures up in their mind, at least 90 of them, I'm sure, would come up with four-letter words or other expletives to explain that. I don't want to be a politician. That's why one of my platforms is term limits. One of my opponents the other day scoffed at me because I had the audacity to suggest term limits. This person said, we don't need term limits. We have term limits. It's called the election process. And I looked and I said, it's amazing. That's exactly what Tom Harkin said when I had a debate with him. It should scare the living daylights of everybody in this room that one of my Republican candidates has the same position as Tom Harkin on something. But it's the truth. There's some people who want to go to Washington because they want a title, they want the status, they want to go there. And there's others like me who don't want to go there but realize somebody has to go and stop this madness. Because I have 4 kids. The youngest one was born almost to the day a month after Obama was inaugurated in January of 2009. And in that 1 month between his inauguration and my child's birth, we became owners of a car company, a bank company, and who knows what other industries we've taken over. It was threatened that they were going to take over their health industry, which at the time my child was born I didn't know that it was going to pass. But I looked at my kids and I saw this generational debt piling up on their heads, just rolling over their heads. They didn't do anything to deserve it. They have done nothing to deserve the debt that's on top of them right now, piling on them. And I've realized it was up to me to go to Washington and change things around. Because my ideal for the American dream is that I pass on a better country for my children than my parents passed on to me. That's what I believe the American dream is. And if I'm going to have that American dream for myself and my children, the only way to do it is to stop this out-of-control train, stop this madness. Go there, legislate, not because I want to be reelected, but because I know what's right for my children. Our founding fathers talked at length about their posterity. You can find it through the Federalist Papers all over the place. Their posterity. And what does that mean? Everybody that's coming from behind them. They didn't draw up this republic and make this masterpiece of a country for themselves. They would have written a lot different if it was just for them. But they were wise enough. They knew that this country was for something greater, the people coming from behind them. Today we have to, John, you talked about apathy. Today we have to decide, in 2010, are we going to make the commitment to our posterity? That our posterity is going to have it better than we had, or at least as good, or are we going to sit on the couch and let other people do our bidding and our voting for us, and we'll get whatever they give us? Because the path we're on right now means our posterity, the group of us in this room, our posterity does not have a chance at the freedoms and liberties that we had, and the opportunities that we have. And that may sound alarmist and cold, but at some point in time we have to stand up and realize where we are, and we're there right now. And you can stand with me and you can fight and say, I'm not going to take this, I'm not going to stand for this. And if you'll get with me, then we can take this back. You have a unique opportunity in Cedar County. A unique opportunity. You have a man that's in Des Moines fighting for you every day. Whether he's popular or not, he doesn't care. Because he does what's right. How many times do you come to me and tell me that Jeff fights for land use and against eminent domain for people he doesn't even represent? But he's fighting for them because that's what's right. You have the opportunity in Cedar County to not just have somebody in Des Moines, but have somebody in Washington that will fight the same way for you. Not because I care about being reelected, but because it's what needs to be done and what has to be done. Going out to Washington should not be a popularity contest. It should be doing your job, which is representing the people that you're out there for.